Hi. So, I haven't posted a YouTube video in a year. Just want to get that out of the way because that is literally insane. I don't even know how that time went by so fast because I remember filming my last video so vividly. But it's been a year and I never planned on not filming for a year. Actually, last year I wanted to film a ton, but then I also had told myself I really wanted to live in the moment and be very present because I just had a lot going on. I had a new relationship. Just got promoted at my job. I was traveling. And so part of me really wanted to just take it all in. But now looking back, part of me also wishes I exploited my life for content a little bit, just a little, because I just have gone so MIA from the internet. I used to probably overshare, and now I share nothing, and I feel like I've become so mysterious and private that it's like, I need to find a healthy balance. So I have like no lip balm left in this. So I'm just gonna sit down and do my makeup, a little get ready with me. And I'm gonna run through all my life updates, everything that's changed in my life this last year, because there's so many. And then kind of talk about my future plans that I have coming up and just spend some time together. So basically, where do I even want to start? I have lived in LA for over 4.5 years now. That's crazy. Time has gone by so fast, and I just can't even stress enough how moving to LA was literally the best decision I have ever made for myself. Which I know LA gets a really bad reputation. However, I feel like it really made me mature as a person and pushed me like in ways I had never felt pushed before to really put myself out there and take the initiative to like really create the life that I wanted. And I feel like I've done that. Like I have met amazing people here. I have a great group of girlfriends here that I consider my best friends. I love them. And I obviously met my boyfriend here. I feel like I also was pushed to try harder and grow more in my career. Even though the first year was so hard and low-key scary, I just pushed through, and like in April I'll have lived here for 5 years, and that just has flown by, and it just is like the best decision I have ever made. Year recap, 2025, what happened? I would say my first major life update that is obvious from my socials is that I started dating my now boyfriend at the very beginning of this year, which obviously has been, well, not obviously, but it has been so sweet and so cute. We've had a really, really good year together, and we just went on so many trips. It was kind of like once we started dating, we just spent all of our time together. Like I was always at his house. I was always going on the road with him to one of his shows because he works in music. So I would go with him and like support him while he was working. That was really fun. It was just a really cute experience to be able to travel with him and be with him while he was working. I just felt like it was a very unique experience, and I'm so glad that I went with him and was able to like create those memories with him because I just feel like they're really special. But some of the trips that we went on were really cool. We went to Vegas, we went to the Sphere for Anima, we went to both weekends of Coachella, both weekends. Thought I was gonna die because we also went to a wedding in between the week of those. We went to EDC Las Vegas, Electric Forest, we went to Hawaii, and then we went to Telluride, Colorado for a festival. And that's when I was like, okay, I need a break. I was just traveling so much with him, and then when I would come back, I would go straight back to the office to work, and I was like, I'm gonna crash out. I need to be in LA for more than a month at a time because I was going on a trip with him like every month or less than a month, like every couple of weeks. So, and then he had a bunch of shows that were in LA at the Palladium. So we did all of those. So I don't know, there was just a lot going on. It was so fun. And to be honest, next year is probably gonna be exactly the same. So I'm already mentally preparing for that. I guess I should address the elephant in the room because the background is different. I did move in with him. I moved in with my boyfriend in October. So it's like early November now. So it's only been, wait, what? I moved in with him at the beginning of October. Has it only been no. Oh my gosh, it's December. Okay. I was like, has it only been a month? Okay, so we've been living together for over 2 months now, which obviously isn't very long, but it's been a lot of fun. I brought the cats, so the cats are here. So we have our little family. He loves them. One thing I do miss, I can say, is my girly apartment, my girly bedroom. I loved that apartment, you guys. I just loved everything about it. I think just because it was mine and like it was just all girl coded and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna have to yazzify this place. He already knows that. I already told him. I was like, I'm gonna have to change some things. And he was like, you do you. I don't even care. The first thing that's going to be going are the bed sheets, because I just cannot with like the black bed sheets. That's literally psychotic to me. Other than that, which is obviously a huge life update, I did get a new job. I'm not sure if everyone knows, I've mentioned it before, but I work in influencer marketing. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you would remember I worked in influencer marketing at Kill. And then for the last 2 years, I did influencer marketing at Fashion Nova, which was actually just, I can't even say a single bad thing about it. I had a really positive experience there. I loved working there. I was there for just a little under 2 years. I met one of my best friends of all time there. I loved my boss and the team. I was influencer marketing broker strategist. So I basically would negotiate the partnerships and scout talent. I built out like a UGC program for them. I'd approve contracts, like things like that. So even though I haven't been on the internet, I definitely am very in the influencer marketing world. That is something that has never changed because this is definitely what I'm meant to be doing. I've come to terms with that I am great at working in influencer marketing and it is my calling and I will be doing it forever because I love it. I love it so much. But anyways, I left Fashion Nova also at the end of September, beginning of October. I moved in with my boyfriend at the same time, which was like so much, but whatever, it's over with now. It was just a lot of new beginnings at the same time, but I'm kind of glad that we did it all at the same time. But anyways, so I got a new job as also an influencer marketing strategist for Outcast clothing, which is really cool. I love my new job. I've always been really interested in Outcast as a brand, and I feel like it's really aligned with me and what I like and the type of talent they work with. So that has been really exciting. It kind of feels like my first real fashion job in a way because they do like a little bit of everything. They have a beautiful office where we have talent come in all the time. There's like always talent coming into our showroom to like pick out outfits. We do events all the time. All the other companies I've worked at, rarely would they do events. Fashion Nova never did events. Kill would sometimes. So I feel like I've been getting a lot of good experience with events, which is something that I really wanted. So we have had like a murder mystery party. We had a box for Sabrina Carpenter where we had a bunch of talent come, and that has been really cool to see because again, like I really just wanted that experience and I love the team. Everyone I work with is so cool, like, and talented. Like it's a very impressive team of people. And then the work obviously is the same. I'm still doing partnerships, working with talent, and then I book models for campaigns. Basically, I do whatever they need me to do, but something that I have been doing is book some models for campaigns and stuff, which I love. I love my job, and I'm really excited for this next year working there because again, they do a lot of events, so we're gonna be going places, which is really exciting. next life update is my sobriety update. A lot of people ask me they'll just randomly message me or DM me or comment on something. And they'll be like, Tara, are you still sober? And I am. Hold on, I have a days counter on my phone. But let me see. Yes, I am 922 days of no alcohol, which is insane. I'm gonna hit my 1,000 days on, I believe, February 22nd. And I'm so looking forward to that because it's such a milestone. I can't believe it because originally I had just set out to only be sober for a year, and then now it's been over 2.5 years, which is wild, but I can't say enough great things about the experience and how it kind of served me as a person and how I feel like my life kind of blossomed afterwards because it just really forced me to pay attention to like the important things, like my life and personal growth and development and like my fitness and mental health, all that type of stuff. So again, like I can't say enough positive things about it, but I am going to reassess what I want to do after I hit my 1,000 days. I definitely am like pretty sure I want to continue, but also part of me is like, I don't know. Is it still serving me the same way that it was? Sometimes I worry that I've become like a little bit of a serious person because I was so unserious before. And then once I quit drinking, I became like very intentional with all of my decisions. And I'm such like everything is mapped out. Like I'm always working towards something, which in turn makes me like a little bit serious because I say no to a lot of things. But I don't know. I think that could change without me like drinking again. I don't know what I'm saying. But because I have had like some thoughts that I have become a little bit of a serious person, I don't want to become too serious because here's the thing. I'm not like yes, I'm in a serious relationship and I have a career, but I'm not settling down yet. Like I'm not going to be having kids soon. I'm not going to be buying a house soon. I just want to make sure that I don't become so serious that I let my youth pass me by. And like have regrets. So next year, something that I really want to do is just say yes more and not be fucking stressed. Because one thing about me, I've become quite the overthinker and I do stress about things. And I want to like enjoy life and have fun because I've honestly come so far. I just want to make sure that I still remember that I am so young and I have so much more life to experience, but it's not that sobriety has made me that way. It's just like I personally am just a serious person and I'm so extreme. Like if I decide to do something, I'm very like 100% all in. So something I need to work on is like balance and not being really hard on myself. But long story short, yes, I'm still sober. I am sober just from alcohol, by the way, you guys. I almost am sober 100% all the time, but for special occasions like a Coachella or like a really special show with my friends or something, I will do something to amplify my experience. A very small amount of something and like very seldomly. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm like lying about being sober. I just have this one thing that sometimes I'm like, I would like to do it to like make me relax because I can be a little bit like stiff, Okay, I just have to spray these like little hairs. You guys, I hate these hairs. I hate them. I shave them off sometimes and then they obviously come back looking more scraggly, but they never fit into my ponytail. It's so annoying. But yeah, I need a slick back, no flyaways. Okay, so then fitness update. I wanted to give you guys a little fitness update because I know I used to post a lot about my fitness videos. And when I meet people in person that have watched my videos, a lot of times they say they really like my fitness videos, which I That was so funny. Obviously, a lot of people talk about like my festival rave videos and then also my fitness videos. So they were a little bit more popular than what I had realized. You guys, there's so many updates. I just had to write them all down because I would just forget otherwise. I have had quite the fitness transformation in the last 2.5 years. I would say basically ever since I quit drinking, my body and my face changed so much. I do think not drinking obviously was a part of it, but I really locked in on my diet and my workouts, and now I feel like I have a great understanding of what really works for me that has let me kind of achieve where I'm at now. I did fall off my fitness routine like in the last 2 months just because I moved in with my boyfriend and like I started a new job. I just had a lot going on. So I recently just got a new gym membership so I can have somewhere to go since it's wintertime and it gets dark early, and like sometimes I just feel like I need somewhere to go. So I got a gym membership, and I also have a solid core membership. Running, Pilates with some weights is the holy trinity for me. And then diet wise, I mean, I can make a whole video about my workout routine and my fitness transformation, just because I do get questions about it sometimes. So I'm happy to make a dedicated video for that. But yes, I did lose a lot of weight. I'm aware that I look different because sometimes people say that, but I genuinely think it's just because my face really thinned out. And I think that also has to do with the fact that like I'm 30 now and I just lost like baby fat in my face. And I will say like alcohol does puff up your face a lot, so I don't really struggle with that kind of side effect at all. But yeah, so future plans. I have a very actually insane couple of months coming up. Usually January and February are dead for me, but in 2 weeks I'm going to a Tape B show, which Tape B, you guys, is my favorite fucking DJ right now. He's coming to LA and I'm forcing all of my friends to go, and we're gonna have the best night ever, and I just can't wait. So fun. So we're gonna go to a Tape B show, and then it'll be Christmas, and then it'll be New Year's Eve. And for New Year's Eve, I'm flying with my boyfriend to a show date that he has in Denver. So we're gonna spend New Year's Eve in Denver with our friends, and then we are going to immediately the next day fly to Tulum. And we're gonna spend the first week of we're gonna spend the first week of January in Tulum with all of my best girlfriends and their boyfriends and my boyfriend, and we got a huge Airbnb, and we are just gonna spend the first week in Tulum and go to a bunch of shows. It's gonna be the literal best time. The first week of January in Tulum, there is nothing like it. It's literally their music week because a lot of people from the music industry go there to spend like, I don't know, their January, because most people in music are off in January. So everyone just ends up in Tulum, and then there's a bunch of shows there, and it's like tropical. You're in a jungle. We're gonna see Rufus Du Sol. It's gonna be fucking insane. I went before to Tulum for the first week of January, and I just feel like I have to do it again. And this time I'm gonna do it with like everyone that I love. So I'm so excited for that. And then after that, also crazy life update, which I feel like might be polarizing for some people. I am going to be getting my boobs done. Now, I know some people are going to be like, no, don't do it. No, I'm getting my boobs done. I have always wanted to have my boobs done. I just turned 30, and I really going into my 30s. I just want to feel the hottest I've ever felt, and I've always wanted boobs. So I am getting my boobs done. And something that not all of you may know about me, or I posted about it before, but you would have to have been watching me for a very long time to know, is I do have a birth defect called Poland syndrome. So I basically am missing a pectoral muscle on my right side, and it does affect like the growth of your breasts. So I have a dent on this side of my chest, and then I also have different size boobs. So I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not going huge. I just want symmetrical boobs, okay? So I don't want to hear anything about it unless you guys have lived your life with a dent literally inverted in your chest. No opinions, please. Okay? I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be great. And I'm doing it. So I found a surgeon that knows and has worked on people with Poland syndrome before. So I definitely want to post about it just in case anybody else out there that has Poland syndrome can see my experience if they're also interested. So yeah, and then I'll have my boobs done and then my life will be pretty chill. But in February, I have like my boyfriend's birthday, and I will hit 1,000 days of sobriety. So that is something, also a huge milestone that I'm looking forward to. So I just have a lot going on. Who would have thought? The end of the year is literally usually dead for me. So yeah, that's everything I have coming up. That's everything you guys missed in the last year. I'm going to edit this tonight and schedule it for tomorrow so you guys can watch it, and moving forward we're all on the same page. I just also wanted to say I really appreciate you guys always being really supportive, and like whenever I go to a festival or a show, or sometimes when I go out, I meet someone that has watched my videos, and it's genuinely always the nicest experience. Thank you guys for always being so supportive. I'm gonna go edit this, and yeah, bye.